one who will maintain the import of the spiritual master, or the person whom we represent. That's a representative. So if we hear the Bhagavad Gita from Krishna, we hear Bhagavad Gita from representatives of Krishna, the same thing. We have the same result. So if we said, I'm not going to hear from anybody, I will wait. The Krishna will speak the Gita to me like he did to you. Well, that is good, but do we have the qualification of Arjuna for Krishna to speak directly? And even if you have that, it is a minimization of Krishna and Krishna's representative. Like devotees who said, or who feels, only Prabhupada you can listen. Very good. Very good. Prabhupada is alone. He already said his Guru sent all his disciples to him. So if we say like that, are we representing Prabhupada or we are disrespecting him? It is not a proper representative. It is proper to say we are disrespecting. He said his Guru sent the disciples to him. And they're saying, no, I don't want you. He said, don't want your disciples. You are not. It's a disrespect. That is not the duty of a disciple. By doing that means we don't have a proper understanding. If we have proper understanding, we will see the king and his ministers, his entourage. Okay? All right?
Yes, brother. Thank you so much. Our next question is, does the spiritual master remain the same in every birth? For example, I had the same spiritual master in my previous birth and in the next birth, next life.
It doesn't have to be the same because the situations are not the same. The situation in Satya Yoga is not the same with the Kali. So if we take the situation from Satya Yoga to Kali Yoga, it will be very offensive because we're not going to recognize it. So it has to take the situation which is suitable to our present situation. That will make it easy for us to identify. So it cannot be the same. We have had Bidwan Manga Thakur's Guru came back as his Pushi. So he the same. It will be different because they have to act based on what is on ground so that we can identify what it is. But even if your spiritual master has gone up to the spiritual world, or is in a different place doing a different services there. If he has to appear to you like in a dream, he will appear to you in that form that you have a relationship with. And you can identify him. Even though he's in a different situation. But for your sake, he will appear in the form that you will recognize him. That's a mystery. So some time ago, I was telling some neophyte followers of Jesus. So Jesus will come again. I said, if Jesus comes, will you identify him? Will you know he's Jesus? Because you're thinking that he's going to come with the scars or the nails on his palm and on his head. Would you like to see a guru like that? Eh? We'll be happy to show your guru to people. Yeah, I see my guru. He suffers so much. You see, all his head is full of thorns. You show that to people. You are foolish. So don't think that it's just going to come that way. You think he was a fool. And to confirm that, Jesus himself said in the Bible, I will come in the same way as a thief enters the house. You don't know when the thief is coming. Of course, these days, the thieves are sending messages, we are coming. I will come like a thief. I will enter the house when you are not aware. So Jesus already warned that he's going to come in that. How will you identify him? When he says he's going to come as a thief. So it means he's not going to come the way you think you know him. So the spiritual master will not come all the time the same way. Look at Krishna. He comes the same way. He came in Ramachandra. Is the same Krishna, the same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the same Matsya, the same Bharata. All the forms are different based on the test of the disciples. Krishna will come like this. So Sanatana Goswami. Even ask the reason why Krishna has to come to this material. The answer is Krishna came to this material world because of his devotees. That's why he came here. To come and solace his devotees who are serving him very seriously, sincerely with all the difficulties. Krishna he appreciates that. So he is coming to come and show them. How would you feel if your director is coming to visit you? How do you feel? Director is coming. How do you feel? Going to appreciate the services you are doing and give you promotion. So how will you feel? Yeah. So everybody will expect that, like a minister, a commissioner for prisons. If he visit prison, what happens? Any visit to the prison, what happens? They're going to release the prisoners. So he'll be expecting when the minister will come. so, so that, yeah, his visit is auspicious for us. Because the visit is going to give, okay, all the prisoners here, after 3 months, back to their house. Joy, joy. So for that reason, Christian comes and devotees are really happy. He's coming to bless us, he's coming to give us obedience. It's wonderful. So the spiritual master was not going to come the same way. So he will come in a different way. Alright?
Yes, Sir. Thank you so much for answering this question. Our next question is the exterior identification important as we are doing devotion for ourselves and not to show others?
Since it's hard, it is good. Okay. Can you repeat your question, please?
Yes, sure. Sure. Is the exterior identification important as we are doing devotion service for ourselves and not to others or to show?
Understand the question? The beginning. What is important? Exterior identification. It is important. If I understand the question.
Can I repeat it again?
Hmm. Yes, please.
Is the exterior identification important as we are doing devotion for ourselves and not for others to show?
Devotional service is not external. Therefore, the true identification of physical identification has no bearing for the soul. Because devotional service is spiritual, it's not material. Since it is not material, and it is not material, and that is why we have a bona fide practice and pretentious practice. Or that is why we should have a fall down in our system because the system is working. If we don't have any difference between mechanical devotional service and pure Christian consciousness, it wouldn't have been is a difference or a situation that we consider to be sahajas. Sahaja it is not that sahaja does not know the 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 goal. They know the goal. They don't have the qualification to achieve. Therefore, they make it cheap. So we have pretenders and a bona fide practitioner to make the difference. So those who are practicing sincerely will always rejoice because they will get a bona fide result. They will get the nourishment which is necessary for the soul. And the pretenders will not get the proper nourishment and they remain dry. Just like we cannot enjoy plastic banana or plastic apples. They look very fresh and attractive, but you cannot enjoy it. Why? It is not real. If it is real, a person who is really enjoying the real banana will enjoy it. The person who is dealing with the plastics should not enjoy it because it will not nourish us. In the same way, the pretenders will not enjoy the result of pure devotional service. But the bona fide practitioners will enjoy it because they are getting the required nourishment. So they are happy and satisfied. answer your question? Makes some sense. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Now we have one live question in which the devotee says, Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu says that the demon, due to envy of Krishna, only attained Brahma Jyoti. Example Shishupal. How is that Putana attained Goloka Vrindavan though she had hated and envy for Krishna?
Putana is a very fortunate soul. Yes, although she is demoness, very dangerous, very, very dangerous. She has she has applied her motherly affection to Krishna. Originally, the first time she saw Krishna, Vamande, first time she saw Vamande, she was shocked. I wish to have a son like this. She desired that. She was very charmed. See the beauty of Vamande. This is sweet boy. I wish to. So that affection, she showed it to Krishna. Krishna appreciated that. But when Krishna Vamande furnished her brother, or she changed attitude, I will kill this boy. So Krishna gave her the two bones. She got the two bones. She wanted to have Krishna's as well. Krishna did. He gave her the chance. You go to and assist Maria Soda. Our scriptures say that there are 7 kinds of mothers, not only one. A nurse is one of the mothers. So she's a nurse. Not like she's on the same level of Maria Soda. She's not on the same level. But we hear she went back to Godhead as a mother. She's a nurse. Under Shemaitis. That's your mind. And when she became angry, and she said, I'll kill this boy. So she also did. Krishna gave her the full chance to do so. So the two desires they had, Krishna gave it to her. We should know, we should always remember, always we should remember that we are not the same. We are not the same. The Krishna does not see what we see. Krishna sees us completely, directly and indirectly. Who we have been all along, Krishna knows. Here in Mathura, there is synergy also here. Balaji here, Mathura. No? Yes. No idea. Okay, we'll go there, don't worry. We'll go there. If you're going to see Barahade, Shweta Barahade, before they down, before you go up there, see Balaji is there. Mathura here. So Balaji is here in Vrindavan. Been there? What are you doing in Vrindavan if you're not seeing? So get out. All these places are here. You don't pay money to go here. I pay big money to go here. Yeah? How much you pay for it? 1,600, 1,600. How much you pay to run it? 500. That's why you don't value it. That's why you don't value it. 500. Yes. Here, so, back on my mic, photo suite. Yes. Location of the tree, you go there. Beautiful. Beautiful. The signboard is there. We don't see it. we should see it with our eyes. So it's here. But the one in Matura, the two brothers, the same mother, the same father, they're serving there as priests. And then one boy, he doesn't practice. But then once in a while, he just comes for a business history. But the other boy, he is there continuously, every day, faithfully serving the Lord. The other brother, every day he like casually and go away. One day, this boy just came and offered prayers to the deity. The deity counted it for him. The boy who had been there serving, the brother who been there serving, they offered prayer, nothing else. He became angry. What is this? Every day I have spent, look at my age, I spend it for you. Here, this boy, what does he do? Nothing. Today he came and said prayer, and you granted it, and I'm here. Nothing. Nothing. Christian said, yes, my dear boy, listen. Yes, two of you are brothers, that is all right. You have been doing this, it's all right. This one not doing the thing, that is all right. But let me tell you, in the past life you did nothing. You are just beginning now. But he have been doing so much all along. So it made him just small to finish. And he just did it. That's why I said, you are just beginning now. So you want me to give you the same result? So, Krishna knows all of us completely, directly, indirectly. And he will respond like that. So when we hear the wonderful stories, we should know there is no smoke without fire. Krishna does not make mistake. He knows everyone completely, and he also made the complete arrangement for us because he is a complete personality. All right?
Yes, Gurudev, thank you so much. And now we have last question for today's session, in which the devotees ask, the previous class you said that 90% of our desires are useless. Then how can we filter our 10% right desire and stop the other not required desire?
Everything has a beginning. Wise people said a journey of 1,000 kilometers begins from step. One, not two. One. So the Papa said one purpose this afternoon we'll be discussing about this history. We should begin our Christian courses right from the beginning, from childhood. Then later he said, even if we did not have the chance to begin from the beginning, let us begin from anywhere, anytime, anywhere. Just begin from wherever we have the chance to come in contact with Christian. Just begin. That would also save us from the danger, material resistance. No one should say it's late. The Calvin said it's better late than never. The idea is that we should start from wherever we can start. Let us start. And if we see Prabhupada, he made all these arrangements to prove this. The Prabhupada encouraged and established life members. Life members. Who are the life members? Life members. There are people who are not going to sit here, chant like Krishna, and keep principle. They are going to follow their rules and regulations. They are not. But, and it is not that all of them, their business is 100% pure. Not. But Prabhupada took their money and used it in Christian consciousness. That is the beginning of the auspicious place. That's the beginning of the auspicious place. That is the duty of Acharya to create our auspiciousness, create auspiciousness in our life. That is the duty of Acharya. Find any way to connect us with Krishna. And for that, they can do anything. They can do anything to help us get connected with Krishna. That is why it's very, very dangerous if we live a life in such a way that discourages people at charity, they are sacrificing their life to get connected with Krishna. It's risky. All right?
Yes, Gurudev, thank you so much. So we have reached to the end of today's session. It's been a pleasure being with you all today. Thank you all for your patience. Our deepest gratitude to who have attended today's session. We will soon return with another question answer session. Please to send us your question either in Facebook or YouTube channel. You can also email your question on the ID mentioned in the description. If by any chance your question is unheard, we'll make sure your question is answered in the next session. Thank you so much, Gurudev, for answering enthusiastically and all the devotees for being with us once again. Thank you so much, Gurudev. Hare Krishna.